Sorry about that, everybody. That sucked. Anyways, during that, what's his name did win? Austin Theory.
Oh, yeah. Theory did win that,
I didn't
by the
see
way.
how because I was trying to get the stream back up. I don't know exactly what happened there.
So, so Theory did pin Ali. That did happen. I'm trying to think how he did it. So he kind of like chop blocked him in his knee and then did another move and then pinned his butt. So it really wasn't like it was anything too crazy. But yeah, so that's what happened.
Right. Anyways, yeah, sorry about that. So, but it looks like it is probably going to be pretty close to the time for the end of the show. We do have one match left. I didn't get a time on that match, but I do know the winner. It was 13 minutes ago when it started, if that helps. So no time on that one.
But Theory is still your champion for the United States Championship. And now they're just kind of giving some stuff, advertising and stuff, getting the Hell in a Cell ready for the Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. This is our only Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, hopefully people find us again. As it is pretty... There's Robbie and Phil.
Robbie's back in here. Hello. Phil's like, oh, hey, here we go. It's time for your main event.
Yeah, that sucked. It cut out right in that match. So anyways, Theory won if you guys are tuning in for that. It is over. Theory did beat Ali in Chicago. But they are lowering that hellish structure for Hell in a Cell. This is the only Hell in a Cell match of the evening. And thank you for joining us. Give us a thumbs up. We need likes. Probably 30.
Film says, let's go. I'm back again. Nice.
Back again.
Good to see you. So it was kind of like announced earlier, I don't know if this is true or not, that Cody Rhodes has a pectoral muscle injury of some kind of a tear or something. Matthew's like, I can't believe there is only one cell match. Yeah, it's really weird, huh? But
they usually do a lot of the dames in there, but I just don't think they had anything with the women, and they didn't want to put Ronda in there.
Right, and you guys, there's like only 7 matches. Like, that's it. Like, it's a really small pay-per-view, technically.
Yeah, they're planning on ending this by 11 o'clock Eastern because...
Yeah, Robbie says they saved the best till last. Luke says, I've noticed that on pay-per-views for whatever reason. You guys seem to always cut out around the same time, LOL.
No, that one was in the middle of a match. So you guys didn't get to see the end of that match. Sorry about that. And that was Ali. I have no idea what happened. Probably this little shit. But that's why it took us so long to get back on. Usually we can get on pretty quick. That's why we were off for like 5-7 minutes.
That's insane.
I could not get it to link back up.
Film's like, hey, who you rooting for? Robbie, Cody Rhodes, or Seth Rollins? Film also says, let's go Cody Rhodes. I am cheering on Cody. And Chris says maybe Cody will announce Seth's replacement opponent, Fiend. Robbie says, Seth is a lot more ruthless, so Seth. And Robbie says to Film, what about you?
Yeah.
Looks like, according to what I have seen in Cody tore his right pectoral clean from the bone, and yet he is still going to wrestle. So good luck, Cody.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be different.
It's kind of a cool little setup, huh? Monitors.
No.
Don't chew on stuff.
Oh, no. Where's your cow? Hey, no.
It's a cord. He's going to attack it the more you move it.
Stop.
Wireless everything. Go.
Right.
All right, this is the build-up. We got Seth Rollins in there with Cody coming soon.
Yes. They're just kind of giving some background of what's been going on, how much Seth hates Cody, and all that stuff. So, you know. I'll see you Sunday. So I take it was when he did this stuff and he jumped out of the thing and attacked him?
I was thinking that's probably when he partially tore it, but then he decided to lift weights and all the way tear it, is what she said, Kyla Braxton, before the show.
Oh, yeah. is what the information is or whatnot.
I started this pay-per-view out at 1-0, and then went to 1-1, and then went to 1-2, and then regained myself. Now I'm 4-2.
Cool. I don't know what I am.
I don't either, because you'd have to do the math yourself, because I didn't write down your answers.
Why didn't you
I
write
think
down
you
my
picked
answers
Bobby.
as well? I did pick Bobby.
So you would have been 2-0 if you picked Bianca, which you did.
I did.
So you probably have a better record than
I
me.
picked Bianca. I picked Bobby. I picked
Kevin Owens or Ezekiel. So you would have went 2-1. Okay.
I picked Theory. I picked Judgment Day. And I picked Happy Corbin.
Oh, so we're the same. Tied.
Yep.
4-2.
Seth is coming out first. In his weird black
Does
Muppet
he have like Nikes
coat.
on? Oh my God. So you don't understand it. When Dusty Rhodes first showed up to WWE, they made him wear polka dots. So that's literally a slap in Cody's face.
I get it. Okay.
Mocking the American dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Film's like, let's go, Cody.
You guys, this could be a legendary event. They could climb on top.
That's
we
true.
might see them fight up top. We usually get too big of guys lately. Mm-hmm. But these guys can scale it. And usually what you see if they're going to scale it is they have like handprints. They're right there. Mm-hmm. I saw them cut in.
Right. Yeah.
So they can climb it.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen enough of these ones with the actual chain link. Chris Conne says Meth Rollins a dress and a dusty polka dots. Matthew says Seth is warming my heart. LOL. Brandon says, what the hell, Seth?
Yeah, he's doing it.
He's
Dusty.
He's poking the bear. Matthew's like, this match is gonna be legit. Were they big polka dots like that too?
It looked exactly like that. Well, they were tights though.
Oh.
He didn't wear a top.
Oh.
He was proud of his big old belly.
Alrighty then. How exciting. Alright. Cody Rhodes.
All right, it's about ready to kick off.
It's gonna happen. Cody. Chris says, come on, fiend.
Wouldn't it be funny if the lights just went out? Although Cody's lights go out, so
They do.
it's fine.
They go out a little.
It's Cody!
And then he's like, I'm an American. Matthew's like, their city away press for the fence is for guys like Rikishi and Taker, not Shawn Michaels. LOL.
Here it comes.
I don't know what that means.
The American Nightmare. Cody!
Woo! Cody Rhodes. He's out there in the American Nightmare. He's ready to nightmare some
All
people.
I know is if you tore a pec, it's got to be his right one.
Right?
See, he's not moving it.
Yeah.
And it looks swollen and red.
Looks like it.
See, he's not moving that right arm at all.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, look at the blood, the bruising and the blood.
Yeah. It looks bad.
That's a true injury right there. And this nutbag's going to go wrestle. Look at his chest.
Chris is like, Cody's selling the arm.
Oh, I don't know if that's sell. Look at the
Matthew's like, I was
bruise.
expecting a Cody timer tonight.
You're right. At a pay-per-view. Cody in just 45 minutes.
Don't worry, we'll be seeing him in a little while. Keep
It's
watching,
funny,
friends.
the matches are all supposed to be like, they don't know the outcome. They're like, in 47 minutes and 33 seconds, Cody's going to show up.
Right?
You got 4 matches left.
He's like, just inject some cortisone in me. I'll take some
Right.
ibuprofen. It'll
Like
be fine.
Blue Streak or whatever we just watched the other night.
Right?
The coach, can you fix him?
It's fine.
Well, if he lets me.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
You stick that needle in his arm, I'm leaving.
Cody freaking Rhodes.
Yeah, I don't know about climbing the cage with one arm. I mean, King Kong did it, but King Kong ain't got shit on Cody. You ever seen that show? Training Day?
No.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Oh.
It's Denzel, so it's good. If it was any other actor, that movie would probably be trash, but Denzel makes anything good.
I've never seen that one, so.
It's got that guy.
Is he kind of a bad guy?
Yeah, I think it's got that guy from that show that you made me watch that was the cowboy that gets killed at the end that I didn't know he got killed. You just made me watch it last week.
Oh,
No
Bronson,
Country for...
Josh Brolin?
Yeah, somebody like that in it.
Mm.
Or it could be a younger actor, but it was like him. It could have been him when he was younger. I don't know.
I was like, hey, Matthew, who will win in our particularly match, Dana Brooke or Raquel Gonzalez? I would choose
Oh,
Dana
Seth
Brooke.
taking his shirt off, too.
He's like, I got my shirt off.
He's in a little better shape than Dusty was.
He's like, did somebody scream?
Yeah, somebody just screamed
okay?
bloody murder.
Jesus. I think they might have ruined their vocal cords.
That does happen.
Yeah, it looks terrible. Like, it is so bad. Like, right here, guys.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is, like, so darkly bruised. Ugh. Matthew's like, I never saw a chain around the cage before.
Yeah, it looks goofy.
Oh, yeah. There's a cage chain in there. That's weird. Matthew's like, Raquel all day. Oh, my God. Look, it's all down his arm.
You think? It's a torn pec.
Look at that. Oh, my God. That looks so bad. Oh, my God. That looks fucking awful. Oh, my God. Ugh. Oh, that's nasty. His arm and that side of his body is all beefcakey looking. It's kind of creepy. Oh, yeah. That's just weird.
That took me forever to find.
He should have worn a onesie. That would have been funnier.
Right.
And Isabel's like, who won tonight? Well, right now we're watching the main event of Cody Rhodes and Seth.
You should see Cody's body. It is
nasty.
completely disgusting. His bruised from about mid-chest all the way down his right arm. Mm-hmm. No way that's fake.
Yeah, that's pretty
he
nasty.
He needs surgery ASAP.
That's pretty nasty looking.
I mean, Seth's going right after the arm. Cody pushed him. I don't know how you could even push with it. The pec's not even hooked up. I guess it could be a pectoral minor.
True.
And not the major.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that could be it.
Look at the bicep. All the blood pooling in there.
But if you want to know who won while we're watching this match, the Raw Women's Championship, Bianca retained. Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP. Bobby Lashley won. Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel. Ezekiel won. Finn Balor, AJ Styles.
Oh, Cody Cutter! Oh, God.
Versus the Judgment Day. Judgment Day won that. Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin. Madcap won that. United States Championship match, Theory versus Mustafa Ali. Theory won, and now we are watching the last match of the night, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. Hell in a Cell.
Cody won for that
one yet, so we'll see what happens.
Right now, he's got him in the figure 4, locked in.
Seth dressing kind of like Dustin Rhodes.
Dusty
Rhodes, supposedly, how he was brought over.
Yeah, Seth is wearing polka dots, mocking the American dream.
Mocking him.
Look at, I mean, you've done stretches, right? Like when your chest is sore. Look at how Cody's laying. That's got to be just pulling on that pec.
It's got to be not fun.
I mean, it's not even connected at this point.
Like, okay, Matthew.
Oh, God, here comes that toolbox.
Luna says Seth dressing like Dustin Rhodes.
Kendo
Chris
stick.
Says they could have.
Oh, he's hitting him in the injury.
With the Amber Heard bruise kit. That is like, Seth is the best worker for this match. He is safe. Yes. Film says, I guess Jacob H isn't here. Nope, Film, haven't seen Jacob tonight. Everybody's got eyes on that injury. So, does that mean that it's going to make it better if he wins? Like, oh, he's the underdog.
Yeah, I feel like
that he's broken.
I feel like with this, what's happening here, that Seth has to win.
Yeah.
Like, for it to make sense.
Ernest Bell says, see you Monday. All right, Ernest.
Yeah, this is terrible. But do you remember with Seth and the Fiend last year? Or 5 years ago, whenever that was? And they stopped it. We were doing this show.
Maybe.
And he had the Sledgehammer. It just ruined Seth's career. He was being pushed so hard. It's almost the same thing that we're seeing now. Like, Seth is dominating it. He's going to hurt him.
Matthew says, I think they will stay in the cage. And Chris says, Seth might win. Fiend come from under the ring. You
right,
think?
that's just a terrible, terrible injury. This is bad for Cody's career, to be honest. I'm not saying it's going to end his career. I'm just going to say that if he was supposed to win Money in the Bank, that's not happening.
Right. Not now.
After
it's
he
only
gets
a month away.
After he gets surgery on this, he's at minimum 6 weeks out.
Yep.
6 months is probably more like it.
Matthew's like, Chris, yes. Phone's like, Matthew, who will win in our pit? Smelly, Match, Bliss, or Carmella? Who do you choose? I pick Bliss.
The beauty about him being inside the cage is they can't switch camera angles as much.
Right? He's like, oh, you like that, bitch? Do you like it? I bet you like it. Sorry.
Do you like that stick?
Do you like that stick in your arm? Is that nice? Do you like it in your arm? Come on, Cody. Tracy Simmons in the chat. Hey, Tracy says, who are tonight's winners?
Yeah, always.
Well, tonight, right now, we're watching the Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes.
It's happening
match
right now.
That's in a cell.
Cody looks terrible. He's got a torn pectoral muscle, and
He's got a huge
bruise all the way down his bicep, all the way down to his nipple.
It's pretty nasty
or
looking.
up to his nipple, or whatever, up and around to his nipple.
It's pretty bad. He's kind of getting a little bit of an upper hand with Seth with one arm, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, the first match of the night was the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair retained. Bobby Lashley won against almost an MVP. Kevin Owens won over Ezekiel. Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan lost to the Judgment Day. Madcap Moss won over Happy Corbin. And in the United States Championship match, Theory retained his title over Mustafa Ali. And like I said, now we're watching the last match of the night. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, your main event, which is a actual Hell in a Cell match. And that's where we're at. Chris says, will Cody come back to SmackDown to challenge Reigns or wins Rumble?
No. Yeah, Roman.
I mean, when he comes back, after surgery and stuff. Matthew says, I pulled my pectoral muscle and was feeling it hard for 2 months. I can still feel the injury.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can imagine it. If you never got surgery to fix it even, I mean, I bet. Like,
if you had like a partial tear.
Partial tear.
I can talk. My mouth's super dry.
Oh, no. Not my arm. A sense of honor from Cody Rhodes. Rollins isn't there for honor. He's there for pain. Pain.
What's your prediction for this pay-per-view?
Pain.
Yes.
Just for Cody, though. Phil's like, let's go, Cody. Clap, 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 clap. I think the crowd is just like, oh my gosh. They're booing Seth. They're like, boo, boo, boo. Some of them might be excited about it, but most of them are booing. He's like, ooh, this is a nice coat. He's going to put on Cody's
nice
coat.
Jacket.
He's like, this is a nice jacket. I like it. I like this jacket. It's a good jacket.
And he's got
they say no.
He's even got the polka dot belt. He's gonna whoop Cody with it. Slash.
Oh no, he's got a polka dot belt. That's just not right. What does it say on it? Visionary?
The Visionary.
Is that something to do with his dad too or something?
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, they might call him that now.
Oh, goodness.
Look, he can't even do like a push-up.
Right.
Because of the chest.
Oh,
this is a very good makeup artist if this is fake.
Right? They probably got Amber Heard to do it. I mean, she's really good at making out bruises. Chief Detective Bartholomew says, boo. Are we booing Seth? We're not happy about this? You know, Cody is actually injured. I mean, and if he's really not injured, that's really good makeup. So it's kind of like, yeah, and stuff.
Just terrible what's happening in there. Good match, though. But for what it is.
He's like, no, not my body.
Uh-oh, here comes the table. Devon, get the table.
Psst. Psst.
They're watching us.
Hey, cat.
Thanks for
What do you
tuning
doing,
in.
Leopold?
Make sure you give us a like.
Hey, everybody.
Some thumbs
Sorry about
ups, whatever
that.
they're called.
Don't want the cat touching the camera. He's kind of funky like that.
I guess I moved the water bottle. Or lost it altogether.
What you did with it?
It's got to be.
You had it over that way.
It's the only place it can be. There it is.
On top, around, behind. Chris is like, finally a table. Chris says, no, it says visionary because Seth calls himself Visionary the Visionary the Revolutionary. Oh.
Yeah, I was just thinking if it was a Cody thing
Film
or
says,
a
Matthew,
Dustin
who do you
thing.
think
Dusty.
is going to win? Film's like, did Cody win? Hasn't won
No,
yet.
not yet.
Matthew's like, every impact jolts that injury of cost.
Oh yeah, it hurts.
It's definitely not going to be your friend. Hey.
He's stuck in
shit.
it. Jesus.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
And
Oh, no.
and going.
Oh, no.
Oh, he got out.
Oh,
He got out.
Okay, good. And this is why
He
we
got
don't
his-
like you playing with plastic bags, my
He
friend.
got his head stuck in the handle of a plastic bag that was filled with cell phones.
Yeah, I was figuring everything was coming off. I'm like, oh, that's going to be fun and loud. He got himself unstuck, though.
Right? Cody's getting beat bad and he's injured.
He's injured. He's injured.
He's completely injured.
Chris says, do a table fire. I mean, Cody went through flaming table before on AEW. Chief Detective Bartha says, Seth, you suck. Vindicator's like, so regardless of what happens, how would you guys score this show? Hey, Leopold.
It's good. It's a solid, 7.5.
Right?
There's nothing wrong. I haven't complained about anything yet.
Film says Matthew, Bliss, or Carmella. Matthew's like, this is AEW versus WWE right here. Robbie's like, Seth needs to bring it. Film says, hey, Vin, what up?
Oh, I don't want that closed.
What you doing, weirdo? Leopold? Oh, no, Cody's on the table.
Cody's on the table. Look how far away
man.
the table is.
Is Seth going to try to, really injure him?
We
Even
can.
though he...
Oh,
he moved! Oh,
frog
no!
splash through the table. That'll
Poor
hurt you.
Seth hurt himself. Oh, bummer.
Who hurts their
bummer
pec
for
and then
him.
goes and bench presses? And then how much was he trying to bench press?
Who knows?
I feel like that's some prudent information.
Luna's like, ha ha ha. And Matthew's like, bless. And Film says, oh, nice pick, Matthew. Oh. That was a good frog splash, though, onto a table.
It always is. Seth's really good at those. It's kind of his bag.
Ooh. He's like, this is a good belt.
Oh, what's he got? Oh, it's the cowbell.
Oh, no. He's got more cowbell. Conflation says, I see a
Texas
Fiend mask.
strap
It was
mask.
a Fiend mask on a belt. It was kind of funky looking. Rob is like a little burner.
What do you mean
Chris
there
was
was a
like
Fiend mask
someone
on a
with
belt?
Fiend belt in the crowd.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
a belt, but it had the Fiend's face on it.
It was his world championship.
Uh-huh. Vindicator says, hi, Film. So did any match surprise you guys?
They're
with
doing
the
it. They're
quality?
wearing it. That was his family's match. The cowbell match. See, he's got it strapped on his wrist. He's going to go strap it on to Seth.
Oh, no. Film's
And
like,
we're going to
"Oh,
have a
that's
freaking
cat."
strap match.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
I feel like it's not smart at all to
Well,
tie yourself to somebody when you have one arm.
right? Because you're tying it to your good one. Is
Like
that
Seth's
good?
gonna. Oh, he threw it to Seth, and Seth's putting it on himself. I was like, Seth's not gonna let him put that on. Seth wants some.
Oh, what? What? That's just kind of weird.
We got ourselves a bull rope match.
That's
I can't
just
talk.
silliness. Anyways, Vindicator's.
Oh no!
Film says hello.
Oh, no!
Matthew says this is legit. Jones, New York Police Cat says hello, Jones. Film says Vin who will win in our potato match. Belair, Sasha Banks, actually Sasha. What about you? Unbelievable match.
Whoa!
Oh,
Kicks him in the
in the
midsection.
guts.
Oh, look
And
at this.
he's
He's
like,
gonna
oh
roll him
no,
up.
I stepped over the rope. Don't get me in my nuts. Oh no, I'll never be able to make babies. Oh my God, he's bleeding. Seth is bleeding.
Oh shit! That might have just knocked Seth out.
Oh no.
1, 2. No, Seth kicks out. He hit him right in the face with that bell.
Oh, Lord. Was it a belt? Oh, the bell or his foot?
The bell. He hits him with the bell.
Oh, okay. So we hit him with the...
And
More cowbell, please! More cowbell! More cowbell! That's like, this is old school.
Is that your Saturday Night Live skit?
Yeah, more cowbell. Robbie says D, LOL. Vindicator's like, the combination of 2 gimmick matches in one. Robbie says Seth getting clarted. Oh no. Oh no. 90s grunge flutters like legit old school.
Good match right here.
You don't dare jump up there.
Cody can't pull that rope. He can't do anything with that right arm. So Cody is badly scarred, right? Like that. There's something severely damaged in him.
Right? Vindicator says, oh, I like the combination of 2 gimmick matches in one. LOL. 8.
Oh no! Look at this.
No.
Oh.
No. Hey.
What
God
is going
damn it.
on?
Your cat. On shit he shouldn't be on.
Hey, buddy. Come on.
Leopold. Get off there. Get off there. No. Sorry, guys. Anyways, looks like they may have gotten the strap off of each other. No more strap.
Yeah, they've untied themselves from the cowbell.
Cowbell has been unstrapped. And as Robbie says, LOL, oh no. And Matthew
Here comes
says,
another table.
Modern wrestling, this is solid.
Yes.
For what's going on and what's happened, yes. Like,
This is the stuff you get with Cody. You're going to get cool matches.
right. Even though he's injured, which I feel bad about, and I hope it doesn't injure him more. That's the scarier part of it,
I don't
really.
know if they can. I don't think they'd have him in it. But he's got a welt or a bruise on his back of his arm, too.
Yeah, it's from the belt when he got
okay.
slapped by it. He has one on the front of him, too, like on his left side.
Uh-oh.
On the front part of his chest as well. You're wet. You're wet.
Uh-oh, Crossroads. That might do it.
Vinegar's like Leopold is taking over NXT 1.0 style.
No!
LOL.
Seth kicks out.
He was up on our modems and stuff, which is not a good thing, so. Yeah.
He almost had him there, too.
Oh, he almost threw him through that
Yeah,
table.
no, he hit him with the Crossroads.
Oh, he's like, I can't get you. Let me get you.
It's synchronized perfect on the replay.
Oh, Seth came out of it, though.
Cody's
Cody
getting
just
on his
doesn't have
feet.
that power behind his move set.
Does Cody win as a half of a man? Do they do that to Seth, or do they have Seth go ahead and win this?
I don't know.
It would be hard to have Cody lose and then
Right.
disappear, but at the same time, how do you have him win and Seth move forward? Cody's not that much better.
No. Film says, Vin, are you going to be here for Monday watch along for Wrestling Gab? Film says, Vin, Belair, or Sasha Banks.
What a
He's
hell of a match we've got
locked.
going on so far. Give
He's
us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Hang out with us.
Matthew says, Fiend returns to get his revenge on Seth for his cage match. He's like, don't fall down. I need you to get up. Oh, no. Who's going through that table? Oh, that's going to hurt.
That's like fresh blood in the corner. Oh, God, he pulled on his arm. Oh, and then kicks him in the face. We're going to get a curb stomp.
No.
Curb stomp. Here it is. Nope.
Nope.
Wow, he just picked him right up into that. What strength. Oh, powerbomb.
Himself into it.
Through the table.
Cody went through the table.
Cody went
Ouch.
through the table. That's rare.
Ooh.
Usually the man that sets it up is the one that goes through it. 2 and 3. No! Cody kicked out
Cody
somehow.
kicked out of that one, too.
Intestinal fortitude.
Intestinal. It's in your gut. It's part of your gut. It's in your gut.
Why is Ayla sent me text messages?
I don't know.
It's like a picture or something.
Don't have any clue.
I think it's a horse. Oh, maybe she's talking to Deb. She's like chatting on there too, and it comes through on mine.
Oh, because it's all people.
Yeah, they grouped
grouped it together, did they? That's good of them, I guess.
So both men are still down.
Yeah.
I just
They're
don't
laying there.
understand why Seth's still down.
Seth's like, I don't know what's happening to me. I got hit in the head with a cowbell. Things are happening to me. Vindicator's like, maybe film. And Chris says 2 tables. Film says, yeah, let's go, Cody. Vindicator says, so is it a package deal? Do I have to like and subscribe or just subscribe? Well, hopefully you've already subscribed.
Yeah.
Then you've been here enough. Hopefully you're just subscribed. Chris says that they replayed the screen and zoom on Fiend belt. Yeah.
Look there's the sledgehammer from the Fiend incident.
Oh.
So Seth's got a sledgehammer.
It's happening. Cody's trying. He's trying to get up. He's like, no, I will never let you beat me in weird
I mean, if the
dots."
lights go out, I might be jumping up and down in a second. So I'm just saying. I'm watching like a hawk.
Chris says, I already read that one. Ooh, I don't know. Monday Night Raw, his kingdom.
Cody kicked it out of his hands. Here comes the pedigree. It's over. Oh,
Oh,
no.
it got out of it? What?
No, he's going to do the pedigree to Seth.
What?
Seth got hit with the pedigree. 1, 2. No, Seth kicks out.
Oh.
So close.
Oh, jeez.
That might have been Cody's last chance.
Oh, no. They're both tired again, taking a nap. Takes a lot out of a dude doing one move.
Well, and you have no muscle.
You're like, I don't have a right arm. Luna's like, pedigree reversal. Film says, okay, then cool. Let's see, did you pick who is going to win the armpit deodorant match between Bailey or Sasha? Vindicator's like, yeah, being here for 2 months is automatically grounds for a subscription.
Right.
Yeah, just 2 months, huh? That's cute. Are you a different Vindicator from the one that
Is
was here
Cody
before?
eyeing that sledgehammer? No. I thought he was eyeing it a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, he still might be.
He's like, maybe I'll take that up.
He's got it.
Oh, no.
Cody
He's picking up the sledgehammer?
Has
What?
that big sledgehammer.
He's up. He might use it.
It's
It
like
might
a-
happen.
Like a 7-pound sludge.
If people are like, is he going to do it? Is he going to be able to hit him with
This
it?
is the same dilemma that Paige had, remember? Where he could have hurt Punk, but didn't. Mm-hmm. He throws a coat at him.
He's like, here's your coat back. I didn't mean to use it.
He's fighting like a woman. He's throwing clothing,
He's like,
shoes.
I'm sorry.
Curb stomp.
Got a curb stamp
That's
on Cody.
it. Cody's done.
But
oh, no, but
Seth
he's not
fell
doing
down.
anything.
And so Seth's like, I can't get to him. I got him. I got
1,
him.
2. No,
Oh,
Cody kicks
kicked
out.
What?
This is getting exciting. It's like I want Cody to win, but
How
I
is this
don't want Seth
possible?
to lose.
How are they going to do it? How? Oh. What? Oh, man.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
They're both just kind of laying there. They're both tired. Polka dots are not
Gut check
keeping
time.
Seth's energy up. He should have tried different pants.
It's gut check time. They panned out. It's a good view.
Vindicator's like, yeah, Punk hurt himself anyway. LOL.
Right?
Robbie's like, come on, Seth. He might do it. I don't know. They're both getting up. They're both up. Seth is like, ooh, another curb stomp. Is it coming?
Yep.
Oh,
No!
he missed. Cody got out of the way. Oh.
Crossroads. Nope.
Oh, nope.
No, he's
Reverse.
going to hit Cody with the crossroads.
Oh.
Oh, a double crossroads.
Oh, but he's like, oh, let me do it again.
What just happened?
He's like, no, I'm
Cody
reversing
turned it around.
What?
Onto the sledge. No.
Oh.
Crossroads. So they both just crossroads to each other.
So they're all laid out, just tired. Robbie's like, this match slaps. And Matthew's like, no, Fiend. Not yet. But the match isn't over. It
We're
has
waiting
one
for
at
the
end.
Fiend to show
I was
up.
like, what the fuck happened to his chest? I just got out of the shower. He has a torn pectoral in his
Yeah,
in
he's
his
fucked
chest.
up.
He's really injured. Like, that is not something you can fake.
That's not Amber
Like,
Heard.
there's definitely not Amber Heard makeup happening here. That is completely real bruising, swelling, everything. And you can tell it hurts because he's been very careful with it. Seth's been very careful with it.
Oh, both of them are crawling to that sludge.
But they're doing
Oh, Cody got it first.
really good.
But Cody doesn't have a right arm. How's he going to swing a
He's like, I
sludge?
can't
Oh, he
even
dropped
pick
it.
it up.
Now Seth has it. That's
He's
how
like,
he's
I've
going
got it.
Seth's
I've
going to
got
knock
it.
him out. No,
Oh, he
Cody.
kicked him.
Crossroads again.
Got him with the crossroads.
double
Oh, he's
crossroads.
going to do it again.
A double crossroads.
No!
It's over.
What?
No, triple crossroads.
Is he gonna do it again?
Triple crossroads.
Triple? Is it happening?
No,
Oh,
he let him go.
Yeah, he threw him away. Cody threw him away. What? Is he going to get that sledgehammer
What's
again?
he going to do with the sludge?
I don't know. They keep going for it like it's a piece of candy.
I mean, Seth's in trouble anyways after 2 crosses.
Is he going to get him with it?
He got him with it.
He did. Oh, he hit Seth in the face with the sledgehammer.
Done.
Is he done?
He's done.
Is Cody winning?
Cody's winning this right here.
Is he pinning him? He's pinning him.
1, 2, 3.
Cody won.
Cody wins.
And Seth.
Cody wins.
And people are okay with it. People are okay with it.
Wow. Cheated a little bit, but whatever. Whatever. It's a no disqualification match. There are no rules.
Belts, cowbells, tables, stairs. I don't think that's cheating.
Oh.
All right. Yes. Cody won. People are very happy about it that he did win.
Wow.
Even with that injury. American Rhodes. There you go.
Look
Good
at that.
deal.
Like he did it right on. There was 2 minutes left. I was like, oh, there's no way they're going to get it. And they ended it somehow.
Film's like, no Fiend, I guess. Nope, no Fiend. Robbie's like both looking the like roadkill.
I thought he was going to do 3, and he just let it go.
He's like, nah. He's like, I'm going to do this instead. Minnie's like, TMI, Fat Lisa, with him getting out of the shower. Film's like, hey, people, who will win in our pit double match? Ayo, Schreier, Paige. I choose Paige. What about you? Luna's like, finally. Crystal's like, come out, Fiend. And Luna's like, I'm gone now. Robbie's like, I'm not okay with it. Film's like, Cody won. Cody won.
Cody
Matthew
wins.
says, best match of the year. Film's like, Vindicator Bailey or Sasha, please let me know when you get a chance. Golf Leslie is like, bye now. Matthew says, I think fans are divided.
Look at his chest. It's black.
It's terrible, yeah. Film says, yes, he win. Robbie's
Look
like,
at the
Seth
swelling.
should have had more to give, but throw it
Look at
away
the
far
swelling.
too cheap. Oh, yeah.
It's
I saw
twice
when
the size of his left pec.
I saw it when he came out first. You could see it was really bad. And this kind of movement and stuff probably just makes it a little bit
Go
worse.
get your surgery, son.
Go get yourself fixed up there, my friend. Now it's a matter of, though, how much of the swelling has to go down before they can do anything.
They'll cut him open.
Let's see. Film's like, yes, he win. Robbie's like, Seth should have had more to give, but throw it away far too cheap. And I think it's just how they were playing it with Cody. Vindicator says, congrats, Cody. Trilogy over and now on the championship. See you guys for Raw, hopefully with better technology.
That's unbelievable.
Chief Detective Martha says, well, it's been real educational, but I'm gone. I got to work in the morning. See you after I get home. All right. We'll see you tomorrow for Raw. Boom says, peace out. God bless America. God bless AEW, WWE, armpits everywhere. Bye, Miss D and Travis. I love y'all. All right. Bye, Film.
See ya.
All right, everybody. That is the end of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. It was pretty good for a short pay-per-view. Not too bad. The matches were pretty good for most parts. They didn't have too many matches that were kind of like...
They're showing Seth on the outside there. He's beside himself.
Beside himself in his
He's beat him 3
belts.
times. That feud's over. But it is over
For now,
because you're leaving, too.
Because he can't, he's got to go. He's like, oh, God. He's like, my arm hurts real bad.
Unreal.
3 times. 3 times. 3 times. He's just battered and bruised.
He's kissing the ring.
Kissing the ring.
Crying
in the ring.
Now he's got to go.
He's like, all right, now that I got injured, I got to go. But
I'll be back.
He'll be back.
You know those rehabs, they always work out the whole time, so they're in better shape when they come back.
Yes.
You ever notice that?
Yes.
They all do it. Very rarely do they come back out of shape.
Yeah. It's very, especially if they're really very much into it and stuff. All right. He's very emotional. Lots of emotion and pain. I'm sure some of it's pain.
With emotion.
But emotion as well. And he did it. People are happy. Most people.
As they should be.
Some people. And he's like, yeah, all right. I don't know how to do this. And the end.
Yeah, they...
Robbie, ha ha ha, he's beside himself. Matthew's like, awesome event. Yeah, it was actually pretty good. Pico's like, someone should have beat up this man and make it a post angle.
I was waiting for something to happen there. I was still watching it there at the end.
Yeah, watched all the way to the end to see what might happen, but nope, they just ended it with him in the mat in the middle of the ring, crying, kissing, doing all that stuff. But he says that match is seriously better than I thought it would be given the injury. Yes, Pico's like sour grapes.
It was good.
It was pretty good for what it was.
It.
That's for sure. Not too bad at all.
But yeah, if you're lurking in the back, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're liking what you see. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And leave a comment. Start talking to us. We can start telling you what happened during the match.
Yes, we do.
But Cody had a torn pectoral muscle, and you could tell the bruising all the way down to his elbow.
Yep.
And all the way down. I mean, it was in the top part of his abs.
Yeah.
The swelling and the
bruising.
blood. Mm-hmm. You know, the congealed blood, whatever the bruising is what you would call it. But there was parts of it that were bright red, which probably fresher blood, I would assume. I don't know what would cause that brighter color.
Yeah, I have no idea, but it was definitely not pretty. Unless you like those colors, and then it was pretty.
Yeah, if you like that dark, hickey color.
Right.
Like Brandy sucked all over him. She's like, I'll get you ready. We don't need makeup.
Robbie's like, yeah, it was a big boy match, and is this feud over? You know what? I don't know. I mean, it's should be, could be, can be, that kind of thing. So it could possibly be over and stuff like that.
Oh, it's over. But then when he comes back, who's he going to wrestle with? Mm-hmm. I mean, unless it depends on how long he's gone.
Yes.
If he's gone 4 weeks, nothing happens.
Yep.
He'll be at SummerSlam wrestling for a championship or something.
Right.
But if he's gone for,
a couple months or
3 to 6 months,
yeah.
We're not going to see him again until Royal Rumble day 1-ish. Mm-hmm. So, Survivor Series maybe, which would make no sense for him to come back at that time. I mean, he could come back right after it and then just kinda...
he might be good enough. I mean, if it's, a quick turnaround to come and be like at Crown Jewel or something like that.
Yeah, October's coming quick. That's 100 days, 100 and something days.
Yeah.
That's a little over 3 months.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how fast he heals. He can get, what's that, plasma-rich therapy. There's therapies he can do.
Yeah, and I'm sure they probably will do a lot of that stuff. I mean, it's not like he's going to just not do it. Pico says, that dude's not human. Ernest Bell's like, are you there? We are here.
Vince McMahon has access to needles that can heal you a lot quicker too. And we know he does. Like that's not a secret.
Right.
So if Cody wants to come back in a few weeks, I mean, obviously it's going to be more than a few, but 5 weeks it's possible.
Yeah. I think it'll
if he wants to go that route.
Yeah, and I think it also depends on kind of how bad it is, I guess, how bad that injury is. Robbie says,
just saying, if you're injecting human growth hormone into it, it's healing pretty damn.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be like a it's not gonna be like a.
That's what Tiger Woods used with his knee, and it worked just fine. He had to go to Canada though, because it's illegal to here.
Robbie says Cody will win a title. Matthew's like, the way he was holding his arm, given my pec injury, yes, he was working with limited range of motion. Seth, being as athletic as he is, was the best gift Cody to face because Seth can wrestle.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, oh, totally. Seth can always hold his own and hold the other person as well. And it's not like Cody is really bad, or anything like that. So he did as well as he could, basically, with one arm. Yeah. I mean, and that's pretty damn good considering.
Both men were excellent.
He did a lot of moves that most men probably wouldn't have gone out there and done.
I bet you there's a lot of people in that roster that if got that injury, they're not coming out that next night.
Oh, hell no. No,
Like, I tore my pec, I'm leaving.
Right.
Okay, get better. He's like, hey, I tore my pec, can I wrestle still?
And they're like, you what?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
No.
You
shouldn't.
Guarantee it was no. And then he's like, no, look, we could, and he pitched it, and he's like.
And we'll work with Seth, and Seth will be okay with it, and we'll still play it out how it's supposed to end, and then we'll just do something else.
Because Vince says he will never have somebody do what he won't do.
Right.
And so, would Vince, with a torn pec, wrestle? I don't know.
Well, during his good days, probably.
Right.
He seems like
he tore both hamstrings
and
right? Well, he got mad. Batista was wrestling John Cena.
Oh.
And it was Royal Rumble, and one of them was supposed to win. They're
Okay.
the last two in the Royal Rumble, and they eliminated each other on accident.
Oops.
Both men touched the ground, literally pretty close to the same time. I mean, you could have done like a split,
Right.
million frames per second type camera view and seen who hit first.
Right.
Vince ran down to the ring furious. He was pissed, and he jumps in the ring and tore both hamstrings. So he's sitting on his ass in the ring yelling at him because he can't stand up. Pretty funny, actually.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
He was out for a while.
Jose Perez is in the chat. Hey,
Hey,
Jose
Jose.
says, oh, yeah, and my is Creed Seth Rollins. Matthew says stem cells, possibly. CBP TV is in the chat wanting results. Hi, CBP. How's it going?
No problem.
Hey, so the results are the first match of the night was the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair retained. The next match was Bobby Lashley versus Amos and MVP, and Bobby Lashley actually won that. The third match was Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel, and Kevin Owens pulled out a win on that one, so that was kind of
Ezekiel
interesting.
is Elias's little brother.
Yes.
For people at home that don't know who he is.
The fourth match of the night was the Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan versus the Judgment Day, and the Finn Balor, AJ, and Liv Morgan, they lost to Judgment Day. Judgment Day did win that one.
Edge with the spear.
Yes.
Pins Finn Balor.
Yep. The fifth match was Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin, and Madcap won that one. That one was a no holds barred match. The sixth match was the United States Championship with Theory and Mustafa Ali, and Theory did retain his championship. He kept that. And the last match, of course, was Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. That was the only Hell in a Cell match, and Cody Rhodes did win.
With a torn pectoral muscle. If you haven't seen it, it's gruesome. Go check it out. It's awesome. And gruesome at the same time.
Robbie says no point re-signing with WWE if he don't win a title. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably in his contracts or something. Matthew's like, best guy, not gift, even though he is the Messiah. Oh, the best guy. All right, got it. It was the best guy, Cody, to face. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, they couldn't have done it with a different guy. It would
maybe Kevin Owens.
Yeah, he
Maybe.
probably could have pulled it off and
Sami
probably
Zayn.
been pretty good in helping and stuff like that. But Seth was definitely a better choice for him to have a feud with. Ravi says, why is Stone Cold on now? I don't know. I'm not watching anything. Matthew's like, since both Sin Botch Kara tried stopping a match because of a messed up finger. Vince didn't sell blowing out his quads, although Vince can do anything. Robbie says, John Cena, that guy is a joke, can't act either. Matthew says, yo. Ayla's like, George's mom, have you seen John Cena? Me, no one can see him. John Cena hand and face move. Her what?
What? Do you know John Cena?
Can't
see him.
Have you seen John Cena? No one can see John Cena. What? Robbie's like, as long as Kevin won, that take the shine away as to winning.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty good. I didn't expect him to win, so it was kind of interesting that they put Kevin as a win on that one. It was like, I like his acting, laughing. CBP says, I saw the Cody versus Seth match. Holy shit, Cody fucked up his pec.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah, he has some issues there for sure.
He's in trouble for a while.
Stanley Kropinski's in the chat. Hey, Stanley says, why wasn't the women's match in a cell match?
You know, we have no idea. It just seems weird.
There was
that they
only
didn't
the
have
one. Yeah, there was only one cell match. Most of the time they usually have two. And like you said, most of the time there is a women's match. But yeah, they did not put the women in a cell match this
Maybe
time
they
around,
didn't trust
so.
these women in a cage. I know Becky's been there a few times.
Yeah.
But with Sasha not being there, Sasha's one that she went up against. Charlotte's one she went up.
Bliss.
Charlotte's gone.
Bliss has been
would
in
be
there
okay
before
in there.
and stuff like that. But I don't know. I can't remember if Asuka's been in one.
No.
And
Bianca's definitely never been in one.
I don't remember her being in one. I think she was in Elimination Chamber. But
Yes,
so
I
I
think
guess
they all
that's
were.
kind of in a cell, but
Different.
is it?
It's a
different.
match.
Yeah, Ravi says, I always expect Kevin to win.
Me too. Kevin's really good. And he usually deserves to win. I just thought they'd keep that storyline going, and I guess they still could. But it was awesome seeing Ezekiel, and then having Ezekiel win would have made it last longer. Maybe all the way till SummerSlam.
Right. And the thing of it is like, I mean, what else are they going to do? Like, how much more can Kevin Owens be like, you're totally Elias, or whatever. So.
Oh, so you're saying it should be over.
But with Kevin winning, does that mean it just continues? Because he's like, see, I told you you're Elias, or what?
Well, no, now I feel like it would just, you'd end it. And
right, it'd be done,
forward,
right? Because Kevin won.
Right.
CBP says Hell in a Cell sucks. They don't even go out of the cell. At least they could have had Seth and Cody fight on top. Okay, so CBP, yeah,
I
that
agree,
would have been great
and I
if
think
Cody
it
was
would
completely healthy.
I think it would have happened, but with that torn pec, did you see him?
Did you? You said you watched it. You said you saw the Cody versus
I don't
Seth
think he
match.
could have climbed the cage. Like, I don't think he could have done this.
If you watched him come out and you watched him try to not use his right arm for much of anything, you would know for sure that it was a real fucking injury. There's no way he could have even pulled himself up. When he was on the ground for the curb stomps, he literally couldn't put his right arm down.
Right.
So if you can't put any pressure on it or put in that range of motion, there's a true injury happening there. There's no way he could have pulled himself up to the top and fight on top. So, yeah, so if he didn't have that injury, I'm sure they totally would have had that in their playbook. It would have happened. That's what you would have seen, because that's the type of guy that Cody and Seth is actually, right? I mean, they're there to give the crowd a good show.
Yeah, I think we would have definitely
and we would have
seen him
seen
on
it.
top.
Totally would have seen it. CB says, yeah, I was thinking that's why he didn't go on top. I think they had to rewrite some stuff because of it. And so it I'm pretty sure that it wasn't something that Cody was like, yeah, I'm totally not going to go, it's an unexpected injury. It's not something you plan on, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
It was a great show, though.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it, and I knew I was going to. And I love that the matches were a little longer. There were a few matches that were, under 9 minutes, but most of them were over, and they were really good. And that women's match out of the gate, it didn't last as long as the men's at the end, but it was right. It was the second longest.
Yes.
And it's because they have Becky.
Yeah, they did pretty good
Becky's
there.
fantastic.
Robbie says Bliss should stop wrestling. She's bad. Ayla's like, Robbie should stop talking. He's bad. Matthew says, I think that some of the angles WWE has been making are too focused on single feuds.
Yeah, I would like to see him have a really solid tag team division, but
yeah, but
it's really hard. And now with the tag team champions on one brand, all the belts.
Yeah,
it's
pretty
stucky.
stupid. Pico's like, where did this surge of people come from? ? Must be thirsty Liv fans. CBP says, I went parasailing today, completely off topic, but yeah, it was 500 feet up.
Give us
That's
thumb up.
awesome, man. Matthew says the ladies' three-way match was good. Yeah, the starting out of the gate match, that was pretty good that they did that.
Yeah, Asuka makes things really good. Becky makes things awesome too, and so the three of them all together, it was great.
They knew each other well enough. They could do a lot of their moves really well and stuff like that. When you can tell that they've worked hard together, and stuff like that. When they can pull off a lot of their moves, and there's not a lot of botches or issues with them.
It makes you wonder, guys, and just follow me for a second. We haven't seen a lot of Asuka because she was gone with Bianca. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, hey, these two are going to wrestle. Well, they don't have any time together.
Right.
So there's no chemistry.
Right.
Who's wrestled them both and is excellent? Becky. Let's put Becky in the match and let her wrestle, Esther. And then let's let her wrestle Asuka the whole time.
Right.
Very seldom did you see Asuka and Esther in there at the same time. If you notice, right? It was Becky with both of them.
Yes. Becky was in the ring the whole time.
Yep.
If you go back and watch it, it's her and Asuka or her and Belair. Every single time anybody was out of the ring, it was never Becky. Becky was in the ring the whole time. So,
and it worked.
And it did. And it was smooth. A lot of people probably didn't even really notice it and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, oh, really? That's what was happening?
Becky's like, put me in it. I'll be in the middle. And then, and we'll just keep this thing going.
Right. Esther will still win. Yada, yada, yada. All that good stuff.
Make it happen.
Robbie says, I know I'm bad. What's your point? Ayla says, like spoiled milk. Bad. Robbie's like, pay-per-view gets a 7. Would have gotten a 9 if Esta didn't win. Matthew's like, the best part of tonight was no boo, so what, am boring reigns. Robbie says, Ayla, you're bad for my health, LOL. Matthew says Belair was the weakest and did spots. Piccolo says, come on, Robbie, you know Brock or Roman or Charlotte wasn't on this pay-per-view. Yeah, like, they weren't even there. So, you know, I mean, and we all knew she was going to win. So if you really seriously thought that at a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, a pay-per-view that almost means nothing in WWE world, that they would have given a win or the title over to Asuka or Becky, you're insane. Just saying.
Delusional.
There's just no way without Asuka being there enough to have the build-up. The fact that Becky was involved in it, you know, it's going to have to be more of a build-up for if they really are planning on pushing Asuka again for a possible title win. They're literally going to have to build that storyline up a lot further than just you know, that little tiny bit the time of that they've had since Asuka came back. You know, she hasn't been around for over a year. I mean, and you know, good for her. You know, she had some problems with a shoulder or an elbow or something, and she got some surgery or something done, and so she kind of took the time off. And also the fact that, you know, she was there the whole time during the pandemic kind of stuff where they had no people in the crowds to cheer anybody on, and kind of held the title and stuff like that. So, you know, I just feel like, yeah, she may not have been the greatest champion during that time, like Travis doesn't like it, but she didn't really have a choice how they used her as a champion. One, they didn't have enough people that were there, right? Because no matter what, you saw the same people all the time, and they've kind of gotten into that habit. And they haven't quite gotten out of that habit yet, so you still see the same people on TV you do week in and week out. And this crap about having the titles all on one person, all on one show. I mean, I think that's a push for SmackDown and getting like their views up and things on Fox and Fox wanting that. And no, we really need to have a lot of the push over here and stuff like that for them. But at some point, Raw has to take a title back, right? I mean, it's either going to be that or Roman has to give up the titles because he doesn't have the consistency of a champion or the life or the health to be on both shows going to 2 separate cities every week. Like, you can't do it. You cannot do it.
Yeah, well, he's not on Raw. We know that.
He can't do that. And so there's just no way, you know? And so he's going to have to make, like, little tiny things of him going to Raw to make a feud happen. And then that person having to come to SmackDown to take that title off him if they only do a Raw title match or something, right?
Right.
Pickle says, come on, right, you know that. Oh, I read that. Pickle's like, this show gets like a 3.33, only 3 for the 3-way match and a 0.33 for Cody's courage. Rob is like, I knew Hell in a Cell was a throwaway pay-per-view. Dove Wrestling is in the chat. Hey, Dove says AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Ricochet, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Liv Morgan can change AEW. You know, AEW should just change their name to WWE at that point. I'm sorry. I get you're big fans of them and you think that they're not maybe being used correctly or used enough in WWE. But one, Sasha Banks is kind of like one of those kegs of dynamite that you're not sure you really want to, kegs of gunpowder you're not sure you really want to take on. One, because she has a fit, cries, and leaves. So then what do you do? She does that. Bayley isn't leaving WWE that we know of as of yet. She's out with an injury. So she's probably going to be coming back to WWE, and when she does, is going to put different life into the women's division, right?
Yeah, she's fantastic.
So Liv Morgan loves WWE, and she is very, very, very loyal. And as long as they will use her in any capacity that she allows them to use her as, she will let that happen, and she will stay with WWE. I don't see her really going anywhere else. Ricochet was the same way. He never thought that he would ever be in the position that he's in. He never thought he went, if you ever read any articles that he had an interview, Ricochet kind of came out and said that, I never saw myself in this place. I never saw myself with the title. I never even expected that I would have the Intercontinental title, like ever.
Right.
I did this as a joke. He went into wrestling as a fucking joke. Like, he did not make it like he was going to make it or be anything more. Shinsuke Nakamura is another one. He has been a title winner. He has had titles and stuff. But once again, what's happening with him? He's getting older. He's not getting younger. He's getting older. He's been in a lot of the indie shows and stuff like that. Bringing him over to AEW, it would be a down step for him. Why would you put him in something that, once again, he would just be a mediocre dude instead of having some fun storylines like he has now. He's worked with so many different guys, and I really feel bad that Cesaro didn't stay with WWE because I thought him and Shinsuke had a really good rapport, and it's really sad that Rick Boogs got hurt because that was phenomenal what they did together.
Right.
And as for Finn Balor and AJ Styles will never go to AEW. Once he's done with his contract at WWE, he is fucking retiring. He said that. He said it multiple times. He said he was only going to sign for this many years. He said he was going to be done. And he says he's not going to do it anymore. So in AJ Styles' case, I believe him. He has kids. He has a family. He is a smart guy. He does stuff on the side that for that. And Finn Balor, again, why would he go over to something that makes no sense for him? Matthew says Asuka is great talent and consistent. Yes, she is. Like, I would never say anything. The only thing with Asuka is that one, they can't use her like they should be able to use her because, one, she doesn't speak enough English. And that is such a horrible detriment to her because she is good talent and she is consistent. She's reliable and she does good. And she can wrestle with people, other women, and not have a problem. Very rarely do you see botches from her. She does try new things, and stuff like that. And yeah, so anyways.
They need to get her a Japanese translator.
Right.
And I mean like somebody from Japan.
Right.
That speaks very good English. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody that's really pretty.
Right.
Or something, and put them together, but not as a wrestler.
Right. They're just the manner. That's it. She has, talking stuff that she does, but this person's really her mouthpiece and does a lot, most of the time. Piccolo says, what they can change WWE, just use them right. Makes them good and logical storylines. The E is just top heavy and want to suck off the bloodline. Well, and that's where they're putting all their eggs in one basket, right, Piccolo?
Well,
their eggs are all in one basket at this point. And I don't think they see what's happening. Like, their dynamic is, like, starting to, like, people... And I don't know if it's because they're like, we want people to hate him because they like him so much. Now we want them to really hate him. And so, like, I know what we'll do. Well, let's give it all to them and maybe they can hate him even more. Because that makes it better drama and TV, right? Robbie says, Cola, I would have much rather seen Charlotte than Esta. Piccolo says, stop giving the champs too much power. Matthew says, Raw is no longer the flagship company. Seriously, it looks like WWE is going to be sold to a larger company, especially with Stephanie stepping away.
Would be interesting to see.
Okay, so, but the problem with Stephanie stepping away has to do with her family, right? Triple H has health problems. Triple H has problems. And in order for their family dynamic to probably be, how would you say, grow and still be safe for their kids and everything else, one of them probably has to step away and not really work. Because what happens, the stress level in the house can go up so high when you have both of your people dominant are working, but they're working in separate areas and separate stuff and separate things. And the family dynamic is what crumbles under that. And with Triple H's issues with his heart, and all of his physical ailments and health issues he's having and will continue to have, and he will probably die from, it's probably what's best for their family. And I don't really see that as a bad thing of Stephanie stepping away. I think it's probably good for her family, and that's what you have to do. Matthew says Banks is a diva banking on a relationship with her father, Snoop. Well, or her uncle. Right. I mean, and that's a possibility, but I think she's just a big crybaby. That's just my opinion, though. CBP says, what's your opinion of the MJF situation? You think it's a work or a shoot? I don't know. So
it's a tough one. I think it's a shoot right now. But
I mean, because of the same thing that happened with Naomi and Sasha, right? Everybody's still up in the air. Is this a work? Is this a shoot? What's really going on? Because the same thing happened, right? They walked away. They dropped the titles. They said some nasty things. Supposedly people in the back were supportive of them. If they were so supportive, why didn't they walk out with them? They changed their names on social media. Then WWE said, well, fine, fuck you. We'll take off all your shit. Their merch isn't sold anymore. You will not see them on the rosters. Stuff like that. So AEW did the same thing with MJF, right? He shot off his mouth. Things have been happening. But the storyline behind the scenes stuff with Tony Khan and MJF has been happening for over a year.
Hi, Jacob.
So it's Jaco Robertson.
Oh, Jacob.
Anyway, so for that's been happening for quite a while. So I don't know if you would really like say that that's a work, or if it really is MJF having most people are calling it a tantrum. I look at it as like he's trying to do what's best for him. And when you have a company that you started out with that started out making you a pillar of their fucking company, and instead of using you as their pillar, they're using fucking people like Adam Cole and your fucktards O'Reilly, and these people that were coming from a fucking different place and using them now as your fucking pillars of your company, you need to fucking really reevaluate what you're doing. Because what you're doing is you are ruining the company that you started. And I can see why Cody left. I can see why he got up and just fucking said, I'm done. Because this isn't what I came here for. This isn't what I started this company for. You are changing it to what I don't want it to be. So why would I be in something that is almost like what WWE started as? Why don't I just go there where I know I can make the money and be who I want to be, and you have no clout over me anymore whatsoever? When you have somebody who's a spoiled ass little brat who sits there and says, I'm going to write every single amount of creative for everybody's storyline, and you're doing everything in the background for them, you're going to fuck up. You are. You have nobody in the checks and balances of what you're doing. You're going to fuck up. And guess what? He fucked up. He's fucked up. He put the championship on a fucking old ass guy that you guys love. I know you guys love him. I know you worship CM Punk's ass. But he is an old man who hasn't been in the game for 7 fucking years. And all of a sudden he comes back and beats one of the pillars of AEW, becomes the champ, and then takes a shit in the ring. He literally took a fucking shit in the ring. And now he has to give up the championship? What the fuck? Thanks for fucking over Hangman Page, you fucking fucks. Good job. Bravo on that. Bravo. But, again, that's just my opinion about it. So, yeah. That's that.
Yeah.
Robbie says, D, if they go AEW, they go AEW. If up to AEW, who they hire when wrestlers become free agents. Which is fine. They can ruin themselves. I personally don't enjoy AEW anymore. Not as much as I did when we first started. Luke says, Snoop is Sasha's uncle, not father. Luke also says, if more WWE talent goes AEW, then at that point, they should just swap freaking rosters. AEW is already running into the old WWE problem, too many talents, and they are now pushing old WWE talent over their own homegrown talent. Thank you, Luke. Exactly. Dove says, AJ Styles will always be number one, right? And why would he stop and stop number one at WWE, where he knows he's comfortable and he's okay probably with not winning any more titles.
And making money.
And fucking go to a company that can never even possibly pay him the paychecks he's getting through WWE. Never in his life would he do it. Never, no. He's a smart man, and I know for fucking sure he'll never do it. And if he does, I'll eat my words. But there's no way that in any time soon he's ever going there. Luke says, Rhea just tweeted that she wore what she wore because her actual outfit and gear did not arrive in time. LOL. I loved it. I absolutely loved her gear.
Hopefully she keeps wearing that.
I'm fine with what she wore. It was so refreshing to see her in something else like that it was like, holy crap, like, that looks really good. So, we'll see. Matthew says, Luke, Snoop got around. Being an uncle is a good cover. It's a PR thing. Everyone is after the duo double G money. Pico says, as long-time wrestling fans have been fed the brand split for so long, I hope they know what they're doing for Vince's sake. And who knows, right? I mean, I don't know it. I've only been in this for 3 years now. But from a new person standpoint of looking in at it, you know, I think they should keep them completely separate. Like, separate rosters, make them completely different shows. They already go to different cities. Like, why on earth would you put it back together and say, yeah, we're on fucking different networks, for God's sakes, but we're gonna, you know, have it all back together and stuff. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but maybe it does to everybody else. Luke says, I think the MJF stuff started as real, but him and Tony talked last week and it has started to become a worked shoot. Yeah. Matthew's like, publicity is good. It was like, didn't he poop in the ring? Yes, he did. Matthew's like, Miss D passion. Matthew's like, shit on the mountain. Jayco says The Rock versus Roman Reigns was Roman's WWE Undisputed Championship WrestleMania 39.
So the only thing with that is I don't think that match needs the championship involved.
Right.
I think it would be a better match with no titles.
Right.
Just in case they decide to have The Rock win. You wouldn't want The Rock to be a champion.
Right.
And so I think that match is better off without the belts. Meaning that they got to figure out a way to take the belts off Roman without him looking weak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. The CPP says, I agree, it's BS what AEW is doing MJF. He wants paid the amount he wants because he is that good. But Tony said he would if he extends the contract. MJF doesn't want the extension. Exactly, right? And he wants the same amount of money that he's paying those guys that he brought over from NXT. I bet you they're not in really long contracts, but they're getting a fucking lot of money. Matthew says, Ayla, can you feed Misty some schnapps and record? LOL. Carlito's like, wow, what a night. It was like some chocolate and some wine. And Jaco says, hi. And hello again, Jaco. And Luke says, AJ Styles might do one-off appearances in AEW after he retires, but that's it. And I mean, and even then, right? Like, what? I mean, unless they're paying him the amount that fucking Brock Lesnar gets when he shows up on WWE, why the fuck would he do it? Why? Why would you? I sure in the hell wouldn't. I'd be like, yeah, no. I don't care how many of my buddies are there, and how long are they going to really last? How much longer is Tony Khan going to really listen to the Twitter bots instead of the actual wrestling fans? Because he's listening to shit online that isn't real. And that's another problem. But that's his problem. Matthew says, I wish Miss D would tell us what she really thought for once. Geez, LOL, best part of Hell in the Cell right here. Jaco says The Rock must win Royal Rumble 2020. Might win Royal Rumble 2023. Matthew says The Rock at Royal Rumble. Dove Wrestling says one of the best AJ Styles moments was with douchebag Dixie Carter. I don't know who douchebag Dixie Carter is.
She was the owner of TNA.
Oh. Jaco says Goldberg versus John Cena SummerSlam 2022. Oh, you guys, they're funny. You're just hoping for a whole bunch of stuff, huh?
Just old people.
Just old people. See, and that's the problem, right? Because you know them from your childhood, and they were at their pinnacle and peak in your childhood. And then now as you've gotten older and you're seeing these other wrestlers and you're like, oh, I'm not sure I really like this guy. Ugh, who is this guy? You know, it's not the same as it was. Blah, 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 blah. And stuff like that. And it's like, and I see it and I'm like, oh, these guys are new and fresh. I've never seen these guys before. Because one, I have not. And two, when these old men come up that you guys are so excited about, all I can think about is how old they are. Like, you're too fucking old. Why are you here? Unless you are doing this to help put over other talent to make that talent look better than you, there's no reason for you to be there. Absolutely none. All they're wanting is more money. Well, I'm broke, so I need some more money. So I came and I did this, and now I'm a champion. Oh, I took a shit in the ring.
What's The Rock's reason?
Because I think The Rock
money
loves
is definitely not an issue.
WWE.
Right, money's not an issue.
Brock Lesnar is the
He's
same
50.
way. I highly doubt that Brock Lesnar is hung up for money. I think it's because he loves WWE, loves to be able to do the things he does there, and loves to give Vince McMahon
Sell tickets.
But I mean, just give him a hard time. Like, I think he just likes to be an ass.
Right.
And stuff. And I think it fits him. So, you know, kind of stuff. But yeah. As Luna says, not Oldberg. Right? Jacob says, Batista versus Roman Reigns, WWE Universal Championship, SummerSlam 2022. I don't know if we'll ever see Batista ever again in an actual wrestling ring to wrestle. I mean, are we going to even see him in what is that?
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame this next year?
Yes.
Is he going to actually say, yeah, I'll do it next year? Because he refused to do it this year because Undertaker was going into the Hall of Fame and he didn't want that to take away from him.
Right, yeah. Well, it would look funny. He'd have
right?
been not being able to go last. He wants to go last.
Yes. Luke says, I'll be real honest. If I see Goldberg versus Cena, I might actually stop watching We, as in P. Dark Wrestling says, I wonder what would happen if Dixie Carter comes to WWE.
I think half the people wouldn't even know who she was.
I don't know who she is.
You know, but it would be funny. I'd laugh. It'd be a good show.
Luke says, and Batista's whiny ass needs to stay away from wrestling. Right? If they boo him, he might cry. It's like, so you're saying Hulk Hogan isn't coming back? Like, ever? Like, no. Like, never. You know,
like 70 years old.
It's so bad. It's like listening about Ric Flair trying to wrestle. It's like, what's he going to break? Like, you know how many times that guy's been in the hospital for heart issues and how many fucking surgeries he's had for his heart? Like, if he gets over 100, will he die? Like, is that what his plan is? I'm like, what? Liz like, Jacob, please, Dave alone. His last match was at WrestleMania 35 about 3 years ago in 2019. Matthew's like, John Cena is turning into Ernest, LOL, seriously. Jacob says Mr. Bean versus John Cena. WWE SmackDown 2022. But it was like, that was even before this stupid pandemic started. Matthew says Ayla Hulk is coming back to face Ric Flair. I think your hero isn't done. It looks like, okay, Jacob, now you're just trying to troll. Ayla's like, I always thought wrestlers didn't age. My heart is broken. I can't carry on knowing this. My life's over. Whatever, Ayla. You're so full of crap. You don't even know wrestlers. The only reason why you know the ones we talk about sometimes is because you're like, oh, I saw him in a movie. I saw him in a movie.
I think he was there. I couldn't see anybody.
Jacob says The Rock versus The Undertaker Undisputed Championship Backlash 2023. It's like, shh, Matthew, I'm broken. Shh. Matthew's like, Ayla, memories don't age. Rainbows. Ayla's crying face. Dev Wrestling says Nick Aldis could be good in WWE.
I would like to see him show up for sure.
It was like, I'm going to throw a chair through a window. Looks like Rick put a video on Twitter of him taking a bump in a training session, and it looked like he broke his damn hip. LOL. Luna's like, well, I have to go now. Well, thanks for hanging out with us a little bit longer, Luna. Appreciate it. Ella says, no, I know Hulk Hogan because Travis. God bless you. Says, yeah, she's got to go too. All right, everybody. Well, it doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of people, and sorry if I got on a soapbox and talked about my
Scared
opinion.
them all away.
Scared them all away about my opinion about AEW and WWE. But that's, just from being a newbie and seeing it from an outsider's point of view, I guess. I haven't been a fan for 20 years like a lot of you may have been. So for me, I'm new to it. And for me, it looks like garbage. Matthew says, Ayla, see, Hulk is immortal and lives in all of us. Throw the chairs. Jacob says, Mr. B versus Jim Carrey versus Roman. Right? Reigns, WWE Undisputed Championship. I'm pretty sure that Roman would probably cry after Jim Carrey did an art piece of him, and Mr. Bean probably wouldn't know what was happening. It was like, it's my soul, he's my breath, he's my socks. All right, weirdos. All right, thanks for hanging out with us tonight and watching Hell in a Cell pay-per-view with us. We really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow for Raw, so please join us then if you're new or just kind of sitting in the background. Give us a like. Follow. Come join us again sometime. That would be fantastic. We will be doing, of course, Dynamite this week and SmackDown, but we'll also be doing the AEW's backdoor, hidden, forbidden, whatever pay-per-view later this month.
Yes, June 26th. Anyways, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.
Bye.